I'm making that a Threads post.
Fucking wild.
So when you try to tell one of your players that there's a lot of background sound going on, and then you find out that it's
everybody else.
and then you find out that it's actually an in-game sound you have somewhere else on your computer, you kind of feel like a dumbass. Hi, my name's SJ. Welcome to Avondale and tonight's episode of Mütvia.
You blamed 80% of this cast before we figured out it was you.
I know, like, who has the noise floor? Wow.
And when we did get you, he was like, actually, no, it's not me.
Yeah, because I muted my mic. Like, and I could still hear the sound. And then I realized, listen. See, now it's gone. But, oh, no, hold on. No, it's not it's actually coming in through a chat channel. It is one of you. I am vindicated. Hold on. It is Ethereus.
Oh, shit.
Ethereus, can you mute yourself for a second?
Oh, it is Ethereus.
Hold on. There's
unmuted.
Hold on. There's another. And it's you, Aaron.
No, it's not, dude. It's not.
Mute yourself.
Uh-oh.
It's you.
It is
It is you.
In here.
So we'd like to say...
Get out, Sid.
I'm happy not to.
So we'd like to say welcome. So we'd like to say welcome back to Aaron My Laundry. Tonight, some of you may notice that we are streaming in two locations. Twitch says that we can't tell you where the other one is, but it's red. I can tell you that much. And it's the name of this world, so you can go check that out, or you can follow this on over there as well if you want to see the VODs. So
I thought you were gonna say Earth. I was like, we have to Google Earth.
Yeah, you have to Google Earth, and then you have to locate it, and here's the latitude and longitude. It's cool.
Listen. I have an Intel of 8 today. I had my noises on.
It's the justice of this relationship right here. That's
it's not.
All right, here. Look, I've got the clips for later.
Oh God, the digital blackmail. So going forward, my honey, my love, my eternal youth within my soul, Aaron My Laundry, has not been here for the past 3 or 4 weeks because Aaron was playing somewhere else and doing other things because that was better. So, but they are back and welcome.
Wow. It's some toxic monogamy right there.
Damn.
Oh my God.
I don't like them more. I like them differently.
So anyway, welcome to both audiences. And she was in Canada drinking maple syrup and eating poutine. Admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was your Canadian
Facts.
Anyway, so Aaron is back, and that means that Mercy will hopefully be playing tonight. We'll have to see how that's going to come together. Any announcements before we hop into it?
I have one.
Yeah, what do you got?
Do you like stale Discord servers that are barely moderated, but everybody loves everybody in it, so they just keep talking and hanging out and having a good time, but the owner is nowhere to be found? So do I. Join the TTRPG collective. I found it and then I left, and now I'm back. This is great business practices. Tips for you. Bye.
TTRPG Collective is a Discord server by, with, and for people in the TTRPG community, including various industry professionals. With a membership of close to 800, if not over that by now, you are sure to find like-minded folks. It's an inclusive and safe space for a whole bunch of creative folk, so feel free to come on in, even if you just want to hang out and just talk to people who are doing it. Even if you're not a part of that, you are still incredibly welcome. That was the greatest non-scripted promo.
You sounded like
That
a
was
flight
really
attendant,
great.
to be honest.
I sounded like a what?
A flight attendant, like doing the emergency exits.
And the kitchen shall be behind me while you seek out the exits.
They've got nice, kind folks talking about a whole bunch of things.
So,
You
all
feel
right.
his voice up just like,
In which case, then when I call for initiative, I'm going to remind everyone to put on their masks first.
Do our
okay.
with your
characters have
own
masks?
oxygen mask
Yeah, you have to
before
put on your
putting
own.
yeah.
Okay, all right. That was a
kind.
horrible.
That was a flight. That was a good
No,
joke. That was
got
funny.
it.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
it's great.
kind of
You know what? Fine.
kind of crash landed. It didn't.
Super
Oh
sensitive
my
of you to make a
gosh, that
math
was-
joke in these days, these trying times, but okay.
I'm trying to get back into
I
Aaron's
do
good
also have
graces.
announcements.
Yes, Emma, please take this away.
Yes, so I'm going to talk about TTN for a minute because we have a couple exciting things coming up this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have things happening. So actually tomorrow, All Our Faults has been on hiatus for a while, and it's not coming back fully, but we are releasing a special bonus episode called State of the Story, which is a Q&A episode between our wonderful Mistress of Ceremonies, Winter, and the entire cast. So definitely go check that out when it releases tomorrow morning. Thursday, we will be at Gen Con, and we have a Delta Green live show that Juicy Garland will be GMing. And we actually have 2 writers of Delta Green, or for Arc Dream, for Delta Green, in the cast. So definitely go check that out if you're going to be at Gen Con. It is called TTN Presents Delta Green, and it will be Thursday at 1 p.m. And then Friday, we have our 5th episode of Magnificence releasing. And, I forgot to mention, on Thursday, we will also be releasing updates to our Ko-fi tiers so that you get more bonus content and more fun things. So if you want more fun TTN stuff, go check out our Ko-fi. I will be posting later after this game the exact details of what you can get for each tier when it is launched on August 1st.
And can I have a URL where everyone can find this info?
Yes, so you can find all of our podcasts and our Ko-fi and our social media at linktree/tabletop tailspinners. Otherwise, we're tabletop tailspinners, all one word, all lowercase on most social media platforms.
There you go.
I have a
I got
small
just that.
TTN just to piggyback on that.
Yeah.
I think I can say generally, without going into details, that I have been working on a very exciting project with Emma and the fantastic team over at TTN. And we recently learned that that is going to be releasing this fall. I'm just going to say fall. I'm going to say the season because I feel like that's general enough, and I'm very excited about that. And the second thing is that I have launched my own TTRPG PR business. So if you are an individual content creator, or if you are somebody who produces or hosts an actual play, you can bring me on to help with social media planning, graphic design, all of that good stuff. If you spend hours and hours and hours telling these stories that you feel like are more deserving of an audience and that you are proud of, I feel like it makes just as much sense to put effort into getting eyes on that and to creating those amazing things. And if you are interested in that and want to schedule what I call a session 0, which is where we spend 15 minutes going over if your brand or your project would be a good fit, you can email me at vampirehimbo@gmail.com. So
There you go. That's some awesome stuff. And as for me, there's a new RPG in the works, but I'll do a work stream about that, and you and I will be talking. All right, with that, let's get into it. So,
It's good to know.
and also I'm gonna say this publicly. Players, there's a request for you on Discord. Send me some requested movements and shots, like video. Emma, you had already given me something, because we are going to have animated titles for this show. So, FYI.
You'll have to remind me later where to find that.
Yeah, it was back in June, or early June, or some shit. So I'll send it out again. Don't worry about it. It was in June. Whatever. It was like when we were all just little babies. All right. Anyway, who wants to give us a little bit of a recap?
I do.
Cool.
Just kidding.
no, I want Aaron to do
About a month ago, the cabin that is owned by Danix over here in a very remote part of a country called Mütvia, the land of 1,000 princes, a xenophobic society that doesn't want anything to do with any of these 6. Well, that cabin, as it turns out, newly acquired about 3 months ago, Turned out it was possessed, and the possessing spirit had been driven out by Delia with some Drosti folk magic. Well, unfortunately, that spirit decided to find its way into something or someone else. The party, in hopes that they would be able to help out their friend Mercy, who, during that exorcism case, had fallen unconscious, that they would be able to go back to Chileva Abbey, which is one day's journey down south, which they believe is the source of that spiritual energy. So they go in there to go essentially wake up Mercy. On the way, they encountered a swamp, and somebody's screaming, "Help! Help! I need help!" And they went over there. They assisted this person against a shambler, this moving, massive vegetation all throughout the swamp, trying to kill this poor guy. Well, they ended up killing the shambler, saving this guy. They found out his name was Yaros, and they took him under their wing. Soon enough, however, arguments begin to break out within our illustrious crew here. And the two nobles. Identify yourselves, nobles.
Hit me.
Hello.
They began to argue over policy and how a noble should be treating a commoner. Meanwhile, the Drosti, the itinerant people of Mütvia, also started throwing some shade towards the noble because of the noble action against this. And meanwhile, the commoners, identify yourselves, commoners. Wow, no commoners.
No,
I was sleeping.
No, you were sleeping.
I don't know what I am.
It's me.
It's you. Belle, you would technically be a commoner according to the society, but it's not a game mechanic, so it is. You are whatever you wish. Meanwhile, the commoners are getting stuck in the middle of this brouhaha until finally they ended up camping for the night with their friend Yaros, who had prepared the campsite, who built them the fire, etc. But one amongst you had some suspicions. Came up behind Yaros, and Belle tried to backstab Yaros. Yaros then spun around, and somehow, some way, Belle ended up dead with a simple smack to the face. Accidental, according to Yaros. A little bit of argument and putting in place. Elias then comes along and speaks to Yaros in a rather formidable fashion, saying, "I'm going to tie you up now. You are going to sit down and shut up." Yaros wouldn't have anything of that, and then after some time had revealed its true nature, something of a possessing spirit of both the cabin and other things. This creature, burned flesh, cadaverous smell like dead meat, and sulfurous fumes rising up off of it, ended up disappearing before the party was able to do much about it, but did swear, "I'll see you in the Abbey." And that was the last words that we had. However, Mercy, who has been unconscious now for about a month after that initial exorcism, well, unfortunately, Mercy's body has been deteriorating all this time. So now the party is under the gun in order to get back to the Abbey and see what's going on. This is where we last left off. This is the map of the Abbey. And Belle, last we saw, you were running northeast.
Steve, hold on. Before we start, the queer erasure, I cannot stand for it. I have to. The gayness in me
gosh.
requires that I highlight that we had our the first kiss, I think, that's happened in the series. But
Yeah.
Vinny and Elias, two people with a complicated emotional history, reconnected is how we'll describe it, and de-stressed after a very difficult 48 hours.
There was no erasure. I also didn't
During
include other
Pride
things. But
Yeah,
yes, that was a
during
very...
Pride Month.
During Pride. I'm going to get strung up. All righty. Well, here we are. So we're
You're
here.
too pretty for that. It's okay.
We're here at the Abbey. Any questions, comments, or concerns before we get underway?
Yeah, who is Abby?
I love her.
You made the
That's all
same
I'm saying.
joke as I did as Belle.
Any questions,
yeah.
comments, or concerns that are
No.
related to the game?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, technically,
What's up, Yuri?
Oh, no, I was saying, I think we're good.
All righty, and here we go. The Abbey, its ruined walls, having already fallen ages ago, are now joined by freshly dead bodies. Those black nuns, with those without a face. that you managed to drop after they tried to assail you. The world is yours. Belle, you were running in the northeasterly direction towards where you believe Belle's soul might be contained.
Yeah. Yes.
Take it off.
I'm gonna run after her.
I was
I'm
gonna
not gonna
say,
let her go off on her own.
Am I going?
Yep.
Is it like? Are we thinking it's like over here?
Picking up Mercy's fucking body on my back and running up behind them.
Emma, you also had a notion of where this might be,
mhm.
or rather, Danix.
Yes.
I'm
So
going
we
to-
believe we're moving in the right direction. Yeah.
Yep.
And this, you should be able to get rid of my mirror as well already.
Get rid of. Oh, the mirror is still there. Okay, I got you.
Don't want to keep your mirror. Okay, so as soon as Belle gets you, she's like out of breath, trying to figure out what's going on. I'm also trying to figure out what's. Oh, my music. I normally have my own music playing, and I'm like, why am I not like in the Belle mindset?
So you are drawn to this, Belle. Danix, you seem to remember this in haze. You were here as well in an incorporeal state. There's something about that sarcophagus.
Before we go in, can I go ahead and detect magic?
Absolutely. Yeah. You cast it, you put your senses out there, just waiting for something to happen. And you can detect what appears to be a necromantic feel within this area somewhere. Now, necromancy, of course, just as a polite reminder, deals with both life and death.
Did you see or hear something? Or feel?
Just necromancy magic. Seems this might be the place.
Okay, sounds good. And she'll just start walking forward.
Yeah, go ahead.
She doesn't see a threat with that.
You begin to approach the sarcophagus. Its heavy stone lid securely in place, cobwebs confirming this hasn't been opened in a while.
Before Belle opens it, can I do a perception check to see if there's any like traps or any trigger mechanisms
No,
around it?
you don't need to. You don't need to roll any dice. You take a look around. You're certain there's nothing here whatsoever. It's almost as if, well, you know what? Your perception does pick up that that the dirt around it has been removed in a path encircling it, as well as exiting the same way that you just came in.
That seems someone has.
You talk just a little bit louder. I'm losing you.
Yeah, let me move my mic closer.
Thank you.
Or anything?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Is okay. It seems someone has been here before us. Relatively recent.
Well, yeah, it is the. That doesn't sound. Well, I would think so. I went French. It was that man that literally hit me to death.
Yaros?
Yes, I forgot his name because it is inconsequential.
Yes, it's actually very. Elias is very proud. He's like, yeah, I think I didn't matter at all.
I don't know what it means, but it felt right to say.
It was completely accurate, love. You were right on the money. Danik,
Or
were
whatever
you
it is.
here during your time?
I remember the sarcophagus. That is where I got a glimpse of what appeared to be something. I'm trying to remember, Steve. Did Danix see that like there were souls being stored in it? Or was that an Emma
No,
detail?
that was Danix.
Okay.
Danix was a part of that.
Okay. I remember my own soul that was outside of my body being stored in it.
Well, maybe take just one tiny step back. If your soul gets taken,
I
and we're
don't think I
down to
have
body
one.
movement, that is like above table, very existential. I'm like open a can of worms here.
I don't know.
That means, too, there's a chance that when we free Mercy's soul, we will free other souls.
Did you get any inclination of whom else was stored in there? Did you get any idea of any of the other people, or were you independently
I
in this cookie jar?
I was in too much pain to pay attention.
That's fair.
Belle, you're picking up on strong emotions within the area. You know someone is in anguish.
I'm gonna push it open.
Give me a athletics check, please. The first check of the night. It's going to be a DC 30.
Also, what is a cookie is the funniest fucking thing I think I've ever heard Belle whisper.
I literally just said that in Discord.
Okay, of course I have to like relearn Foundry as soon as I get in there. So sorry. Okay.
While Belle rolls, I want to look at Mercy's body and see if it's changed in any way since we approached the sarcophagus.
It has deteriorated a little bit since the morning. Your herbs and whatnot have done a little bit of a job in forestalling that, but not by much.
Look, I don't mean to brag, but Belle just got a 2.
It, unfortunately, that lid is stuck tight and is not moving.
She's pushing at it like almost like this, like far away from it, just like full pushing it with like her entire being, but she's still just like visually skin and bones and just like there may not be any muscle on that body.
I think Danix would walk up next to her and try and help push.
Give me an
Oh,
athletics check.
Thank you. I think I almost had it though.
Well, let me help at least. So close, 25.
So
Boy.
the two of you start doing it, and you get that initial, and it slides just a little. It like slides just a little bit, but it could
I
use a
think we
little bit
need-
more oomph.
Just a little bit
Okay.
of help.
Does anyone
Elias
else
is
want to
gonna
help
look to
us?
Vin at this and is non-verbally questioning, like, do we just want to dive in?
Wait,
here?
25 wasn't enough?
It's
Vin,
DC 30, and
Vin is fucking gasping as he's carrying a body on his back with this -1 strength. Like, yeah,
Got it.
let's do it.
No, Elias is gonna put a hand on Vin's back, like, just you hang out here. We don't want you any more exhausted.
Can we just stop for a second for flavor on this one? I want to confirm something. Is Elias more physically toned than Vin?
that's what I was just wondering.
I don't know.
The
That's a
answer is
really good
yes.
question.
The answer is yes.
Probably.
Yeah, what's your strength score?
It's a great question. It's +0.
And he's got a -1.
Which is more than me.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the prince is going, you do this.
Well, he at least like
Marginal.
looked at him like, is this something that you? And I think seeing him like wheezing in pain from having carried Mercy's desecrated corpse for however long he's had it, is going to, like, as Vin starts to struggle and walk towards it, Elias is going to put a hand on Vin's chest and then walk forward. And he's going to look over to Belle and Danix, and he's going to nod.
Oh, thank no dog.
Can I have an athletics check from whoever's going to do this, please?
Don't you dare not one.
Shit. Don't put that in the ether. Don't put that out
I'm so sorry.
All right, let's fucking go. Let's do this. Let's find out, loves. Ooh, I
think
got a
Danix-
hot +0. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Danix is the only one with a positive strength.
That's a 1.
No.
Unfortunately,
Belle, why'd you put that in the ether?
unfortunately,
I'm gonna cry.
your back kind of goes, and you get a herniated disc. I know that
Okay.
feeling right now.
Elias does that. He's gonna like, okay. Oh God.
Let me just keep pushing, and
Yeah,
Danix
he-
is gonna give it another try.
Yeah, no, you're actually fine with your 25.
Are you
I'm
joining in, Delia? Is that
I'm-
your role right there?
I'm doing it as a compounded check, and Delia is like, eh.
Oh my, no dog. Fucking Vin walks up and with Mercy on his back is going to use. He has he could passively use Gale Blast, and I'm going to use Gale Blast to push the lid.
Maybe, thank you.
You know, that's such a great idea.
Okay.
That it's unfair that we all thought we could do it with our muscles and not, the abilities that we're blessed with.
So, after several minutes of grunting, groaning, and sweating, it makes for a very happy scene for many. A Gale Blast comes along, dries all of you off, and finally gets that little bit of oomph to be able to push this over. When the lid lands with a calamitous clank down on the ground, you can see that inside it's not cobby. It's not cobwebs. It's cobby. It's
Very
cobby.
cobby.
Very cobby.
It's got the juice.
This is Cobby.
It appears to be deep, much deeper than the actual walls of the sarcophagus. It seems to extend a little bit below that, or at least give the illusion of doing so. Inside is preternaturally dark, as if to suggest that this is actually a magical space. Delia, the feel that you get off of this is reminiscent of the feel that you have when you cast Detect Magic. Within this space, you can see several items just floating. They appear to be just slowly turning on their own accord.
Well,
Items?
So upon closer look, you can see that they seem to be like misshapen gem-like material, kind of difficult to tell. A little bit on the translucent side, spherical in shape, but cracked in places, not exactly whole spheres.
Belle feel a draw to a particular.
Difficult to say. They're all kind of close to each other. But, you hover your hand out over it, and you can kind of feel a little bit of a connection to one of these, let's say 6 or so.
She's gonna scoop them up.
And as
Mix them
soon,
up in her arm.
yeah, you reach in, may have a fortitude save.
Yeah. Look, I knew what I did.
Hey,
Bill just fucking goes for it.
On.
Hey, this Lindsay's gonna die.
on.
I think
Yes.
Can I
each
get your mic a
gem-
little bit closer?
Oh, yes. My bad.
I
was
think
eating
it's gem holds the soul.
Delia, what were you saying?
Say that again.
I think, well, Dahlia would think each gem probably holds a soul.
Yes, I think that is right. I would like to use my hero point
Why would you like to use your hero point? Oh,
because I rolled a nat 1.
yeah, that's how a fortitude save. Okay.
So, yeah. So karma came
Wow.
back to bite me
You
instead.
don't like me, just say it.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
these are just Mütvia Pokeballs.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
So
Oh
depressing,
my
but so
God.
accurate. While this is the roles are happening, Elias is going to turn to Danix and reference. Does any of this ring a bell? Do these? gems seem
I'm going to put a
familiar?
halt to that because Bell just reached in and is going to suffer the consequences.
Yes, I did. That's a 10.
So you, Elias, you begin talking, and I don't know how Bell's going to react to this, but Bell, remember the cold, unyielding earth that you slept in all that time ago?
It's hard not to forget.
Remember what it's like being buried under permafrost?
Yeah, it's a little more crunchy than you would expect.
And do you remember what frost feels like upon living flesh until it goes numb, that stinging sensation?
It tingles and starts out really strong, but then dies.
So does your hand.
Ah!
You get 9 points of cold damage riding up your arm. Excuse me, 9
This arm
points.
has nerve damage. We'll choose this one.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Ooh, accuracy. We love that.
You stick your hand in there and it just crawls up, and it's that black nastiness that starts creeping up your arm until you finally withdraw it. Your hand cannot move, but you can see already it's beginning to defrost.
Well, I don't think that one was the one. I think we need to hurry.
Let's say so.
Hurry and do what?
I think Vin raises a good point. This may be the time for analysis, maybe.
I
And
don't think we have that much time, though.
I know, Belle,
need
but
to
if we rush
figure out
things and he's going
which
to
one's
gesture to
hers.
your arm, we may end up hurting ourselves worse. And if we are hurt, we cannot save Mercy.
I'm only hurt a little bit. I only have what I feel like is 7 HP.
HP.
I don't know why I said that.
We must see. This is what I'm talking about. Clearly, this is having some kind of cognitive effect. She's saying nonsense words.
Do I have a
Um,
healing potion by chance?
Is it on your sheet?
You know, that's a really good question.
Question for the GM.
Yeah, what's up?
So, the thing is I have lay on hands
Yes.
that I technically can cast,
Yes.
but against undead targets, it deals damage instead of healing.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, wait a
Well,
second.
there's only way to find out.
Bell technically undead.
Yeah, so the question is Belle undead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
But
Do it. Do
Let's
it. Do it.
fucking go. This is when the kids say YOLO.
Yeet.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeet that lay on hands.
well, here's the thing. Danix is concerned about yeeting Bell.
I did literally just take, while we were prepping for this episode, a spell called Necromancer's Generosity, which heals the undead, but I feel like it would damage a living creature. So this is kind of a coin toss. I mean, okay, let's think about this.
50% chance.
think.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, Danix, are you
Danix
doing
is
it?
going to, yeah, he'll step up and you'll watch as his
Fuck yeah.
hand is sort of surrounded by this white light, and he places it gently on Bell's shoulder, aiming to restore 6 hit points.
Danix, you understand the intent, or rather, you convey the intention of the use of this energy. And Belle, are you receptive of it?
Yeah.
You feel
whatever's gonna happen.
you
is
feel
gonna
an essence of life enter your body that you haven't felt in a very, very long time. Belle, may I have a wisdom save?
Uh-huh. Since you asked so nicely, I would.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to use Necromancer's. It only works on minions. It only works on the the guys, the people I pull. Or dog.
Left side of
On
your
your
character
entourage.
sheet.
Honey, there's coffee if you want it.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a wisdom save?
Wisdom save on the left side.
Oh, it's on the left side, but the right side of the left side.
Yes. And what did you
That
get?
is a nat 20 to make a 28.
Not only do you get the 6 back, you get your hand. You look at it and you can, not only does the black go, it gets wiped from your body rapidly, just as like the light from Danix's hand just chased that away. as it just streamed down your hand. You also get a memory from your old life.
Okay.
You hear a laugh of a child, and then a second one joining it. And then the smell of damp autumn leaves, and then the sound of running through those leaves, and then gone.
You know, I think the leaves are beautiful this time of year.
With no context, I think Liza's gonna look to Vin like first the HP comment, now that
Meanwhile, Mercy's body is continuing to deteriorate.
We need to figure out which one of these gems holds her soul.
What are the colors of the gems? Which ones are purple?
They all seem to be they all seem to be a little bit on the darker inky, like an India ink color on the inside of a cracked smoky quartz.
None of them are purple though.
No, unfortunately not.
I feel like they should.
okay, I agree with the urgency here, but is these two, are they indistinguishable to you?
Oh.
Do they all look identical to each other?
Not identical in terms of detail, but in general principle, yes.
Got
Sorry. I don't really-
How many of them are there?
6.
Bella's gonna wrap her hands in her sleeves and pick up another crystal so it doesn't touch her body. And she's gonna put it like close to Mercy, almost like one, as long as this works, one at a time to Mercy to see if any of them react to Mercy.
So we will number them 1 through 6.
Yeah.
Okay. You tell me which one you would like to try first. I will describe them as you call them out.
5.
A little bit more inky than usual, and definitely cracked and broken. Already a portion of the sphere is missing.
If I hold it up, do I hear anything?
No.
She's gonna put it towards Mercy anyways.
Okay. No reaction on the body.
Well, we'll do 6.
Okay. Hold on. This
Write this
is
down.
okay. Number 6. This one has a little bit less of that inkiness or smokiness within the quartz itself, and actually feels empty.
Is there any noise coming from this one?
No.
Or music?
No.
Okay. She'll hold it up next to Mercy.
Nothing.
2.
This one has a vibrancy to it that speaks of a living soul. You pick it up, you feel it, like you're now your hand is around it, and you can feel like a vibrancy to it.
Look, I promise there's method to my thoughts. And she'll... There's
And
no... I assume
as
no
you
music to
say,
that.
as you hear thoughts, you also hear the lilt of music.
I think it's this one. I cannot explain why... Wait, hold on. I don't have time to explain what I don't have time to understand. And she puts it next to Mercy.
Mercy's body awakens.
I didn't...
Wow.
I was supposed to wake up when she touched me with the gem, but that's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she did touch.
Yeah, I did.
Provisions?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so she places it next to me. Okay, cool. Sorry, I missed my cue.
Belle kneels down next to you and just grabs you in the biggest hug. Doesn't even say anything, just hugs you.
I look over to the rest of them over your shoulder, and I say, "You all take very long time to open sarcophagus. Are you okay?"
I know! I told them we didn't need to wait this long.
Elias is gonna smile, an earnest smile at that. Dear, did you really expect me to excel at manual labor in my defense? I don't think that
He
is,
did load a park earlier.
necessarily my cup of tea. You know what? Thank you, honey. I did do that. And he's gonna look at Vin, very proud at that.
You did very
Mercy.
good.
Mercy? Where were
Yes.
you? Where did you go?
I don't know. That way.
Are you okay?
That way.
How do you feel?
I. Ugh. I feel like I look really bad.
Oh,
Grimace.
Are you
He
like,
doesn't
look, I've got,
respond, he's
like,
just
pieces-
oh. Mhm.
I've got like holes in my body and stuff that shouldn't have holes.
so you know, like when people go and like move the hair loosely out of somebody's face, Belle's gonna do that, but attempt to like put your skin back to where it was.
Delia is gonna look at Anna.
Nope, not like that.
The
Yes.
healing that you did on Belle, do you think you'd be able to do some on Mercy?
That is a good question. I don't do this very often.
I mean, I could,
Um,
if necessary, yeah. As long as it doesn't have to.
Aetherius, check DM.
People always say, what's one of the worst things your DM says? And there's comments of like, the door doesn't open, or roll initiative. No, it's check your DMs. Check the note I just sent you. That.
You mean on, not on Discord, on the...
Yeah, your
Yeah,
mic here,
Discord.
yeah.
It was a group
So-
chat, not a DM. I'm not
I
scared
don't
anymore.
think I'm seeing anything.
I am the only non-spellcaster in the group. Help me out here, friends.
I can
So-
do it, but like I
No,
want to, before I try, get this DM from Steve so I have context so I don't fucking
Oh, it's
kill
on
Mercy.
It's in the
Miss on the Mütvia group chat, not on your private DM.
Oh, sorry, I
Also,
apologize. I did say
um,
DM.
Yeah. I'm also not a spellcaster. So.
Okay. I was just more so, so, Steve, the focus pool, I would only have one use of the spell, correct?
How many focus points do you have?
I don't know. I
Oh.
can't see how many I have.
Hold on. That should be very much, that should be there. Hold on. You
Yeah, because
have...
if it's lay on
Oh,
hands.
yeah. Look above. You see it says divine focus spells, and then you have like a dot and then focus pool. That's because you have one dot in that focus pool. You have one use of that.
So I spent the one use of it I have.
That is correct.
I do
yeah.
have heal. I
Yeah,
just
so you
wanted to
cast
ensure
that.
that I would not obliterate Mercy in trying to heal them.
Mhm.
So let me see something very quickly.
How big
Danix
is the
would
group?
look at Delia and be like, unfortunately, I think Belle was the only one I could pull today.
Mercy is a living creature now, correct? I just want to like confirm.
As far as we know.
Aaron,
How
I
would your
mean,
character
yeah.
gain this information in character?
I feel like this is a big picture question, but I mean this in the most literal senses. And Elias looks very seriously at Mercy as he approaches her. Are you alive presently?
I take Belle's like clawed finger and I pinch myself with it. I think so.
Did it hurt?
I mean, yes. So I'm not dreaming. I believe I am alive.
There is a good amount of fatigue that your body is experiencing. Your mind has been alive, awake this entire time. The body, a little sore, not quite atrophied, but seems stiff. To everyone else on the outside, there's a little bit of rejuvenation of the flesh, but not so much. Mercy, when you look at your own body, you can see it has become somewhat desiccated, and hence the weakness that you may begin experiencing.
I have a feeling technically alive right now.
Right.
No, I am very alive,
Oh, no.
I promise.
No.
It is a very good way to find out, and Vin is going to check her pulse.
She has a pulse.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't see.
I think I just need to target Mercy to cast this within the...
You
But I
just
have
say
my
that you
mercy
heal Mercy.
token. Okay. I am going to... Elias, after seeing the affirmative from Vin, after Vin nods after having seen the pulse, is going to rub his hands together, pull them slowly apart, and again we see a much larger than life size. This would be pretty big, maybe the size of a basketball. A big spectral, very white, very shimmery monarch butterfly appears from the void and is going to gently kind of drift over. It's going to land on Mercy's shoulder, and the moment that it makes contact, it is going to dissolve, and we will see that light energy go into Mercy. And this is one of the things that's like an area of opportunity for me to learn. I want to concentrate when I do this, because then I think I get to increase the HP restored by 8. But I don't know how to do that mechanically in the VTT.
So you concentrate as an action that your character would take. However, you'll note that the heal spell, as you're looking at it, has these action symbols on it. We're not in combat. You can just say that you do it. And then you just touch. Yeah, it's great to pull it up so that you can reference it and learn it. But in this case, you're not actually in combat. Therefore, this can turn into an absolute RP adventure for you.
Fantastic.
The concentrate action, you disperse vital energy in a 30-foot emanation. So that affects everyone. You have this at your second level. So you are automatically down at the bottom of it. You'll note that it says heightened +1. Mm-hmm. What that means is plus for every level +1 past your initial one, this effect is going to take place. So at second level, it automatically is heightened. Is this a cantrip? No, it's a first level spell. So you can take it as a second level spell. Therefore, if you take it as a second, like a +1 spell slot, then you get that effect.
Okay. Am I using an extra spell slot there, or do you mean take it as in like I would have taken that spell upon leveling up when I was afforded a new option?
When during your morning preparations, you would have that ability.
Okay.
But either way, so we can assume that the character knows that, the player may not, but the character would have prepared accordingly, knowing that you're going out, you're going to go save a desiccated corpse called Mercy. Chances are you would have taken the buffest heal ever. So feel free to roll the max on that.
Okay, let's fucking go.
While this is happening, Belle wants to take that empty crystal and tuck it in the bag.
Okay.
So I got a 5, but it doesn't add the...
Roll it again. That's all.
One can spit as a soul stone.
Someone's banging on the mic on a desk is picking up a keyboard. Now it stopped.
Okay.
Chris, you give it away every time, and when you're smirking, and I know it's not you. I know it's not you.
Me. I know who it is.
I know who it is too.
We all know.
And I know that because you're smirking.
What the fuck, guys? I'm literally divorcing all of you because I know at one point.
I'm not catching a stray divorce in this.
Because
it takes a little bit more than that to get rid of me.
I didn't say anything.
Mercy, you have. Let's see, Mercy, you.
so much to unpack today.
Do you have? Where's your character on this screen? Oh, there it is. Ah, okay. So with the healing and Elias coming over with a healing touch, again, you can feel that rejuvenative burst of life enter your body, and all that desiccated flesh just snaps back to what it used to be.
I get like the shivers from like the butterfly, but it all sounds really disgusting. So you all hear like snapping, like re-snapping in place of joints and bones and stuff, and like some gurgles of flesh reconnecting in tissue. And then I just sort of go like, oh, that was really nice. Thank you.
Anytime of spa day on me. You would see that like Elias is surprised. There's a little bit of surprise on his face. He's never done this before, and so the efficacy of it is like Yeah, good to know. I'm gonna log it in the good old brain Rolodex. So this is something I am capable of.
That still begs the question, what are we gonna do with the rest of these stones now that we know that they hold souls?
I'd only thought as far as mercy.
Would I have known like the vibe of the other stones, the souls that I was with?
No,
I mean,
you were
we're
lonely.
neighbors.
You were lonely and unknown, but I did drop you another message.
I'd like to vibe check the gemstone, Steve.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Shut.
Roll a Riz +2.
I hate it so much.
I think it was a disadvantage because of the earlier said smirking.
Mm.
It's unfortunately they're all kind of skibbity.
I hate it. Oh, they're all kind of, I'm done.
I'm gonna jump into this.
I cannot. It was very alone in there. So if there are any other stones, or souls in the stones, they are also troubled.
This one is empty, and she pulls it out of her pocket. It's mine now. She puts it back.
You see a moment where he just starts and he's like, "There's no point." She's gonna keep it when he continues on. I mean, I guess my question, Elias says to Delia, who raised this, is that this worked with Denix and it worked with Mercy, but in both of those cases, we had bodies for the souls to inhabit. If we release it, what if the bodies of the souls in this are not in a recoverable condition or are not nearby?
Where's the other voice?
The voice?
What?
Do you not have I heard a man's voice for a while, just one other voice when I was
He's
trapped. But
annoying.
What would he say to you?
it was hard to parse, but it just felt bad. It felt mean and insidious and dark. And I don't hear it anymore, and I'm wondering if we all in the stones heard the same voice.
You ever talk about maybe being stabbed?
I don't think so. It came from below me, but like always coming up, never out.
Elias looks at Vin at this.
Probably. You're thinking.
Yes.
Mm.
We may have an idea. While you were asleep, the group made a temporary friend for a bit who turned out to not be exactly who he presented
I think
himself
the right term
as.
would be nasty.
Yeah, very nasty. And the last time that we saw him after he murdered Belle temporarily was him threatening us and then telling us he would see us, and Elias opens his arms here. So I am going to take a educated guess, an educated stab in the dark, and guess that maybe our friend decided
maybe
to
too
give you a
early for
little bit of call
stabs.
while you were unconscious.
Well, I just know it came from below me. It came from down.
He might be here.
Do we dig?
Danix, did you ever see any stairs, a point of entry, anything that would bring us below the surface here?
I did not get time to look around much.
That's fair.
I really, as soon as I stepped foot on the stone, I was pulled out of my body. So the only things I have seen are where I came back to my body and Well, where we have all walked since coming here.
It comes from below you. I'm gonna like lean over and look into the casket. Didn't you say it goes pretty deep?
Yeah, in fact, you don't even see a bottom. It's like pretty naturally black.
Can I drop
I-
a stone?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
Both
the
Vin
two
and
of you.
Elias both simultaneously drop stones.
Yeah, you do. And clunk, clunk, clunk. But it's several seconds.
Oh, do we jump?
No, we don't.
Nope.
Well,
Mind you, Belle is
I could
still
jump in.
holding on to Mercy, just like
There has to be another way down.
Elias looks at it an exasperated and exhausted Vin like, I don't think so.
Don't we all have rope?
well, I that is better than jumping, I think.
Can I tell you something to the team before our descent into further chaos?
Yes, I
To
would like that.
me, on the surface, me too, honey, definitely could use a nap. It would seem like we achieved what we came here for, right? We came back to the Abbey for two reasons, to save Danix and to save Mercy. Both of them are alive. Both of them are seemingly fine.
but I believe the Denix has other reasons to restore this abbey.
I need to cleanse this
Maybe-
place.
I mean, didn't Yabbage say something about meeting us here? Remember, he killed me with one slap. I don't want to see what he does with big weapons. So maybe we come back when we are stronger, maybe?
Or just with any kind of identifiable plan on how to deal with him. This man backhanded Mercy and knocked her into the
I think
afterlife.
It broke my jaw temporarily.
I'm not saying I won't do it. I am saying that it is worthy of at least a pause to contemplate.
While all of this is happening, Vin has tied a rope to something sternly,
No.
Yes.
and he has tied a rope to himself,
Yes.
and he's stepping up on the casket. Just while y'all are talking, I'm just like getting ready to do this shit.
Yeah.
Elias is giving that, don't you fucking dare.
There's no time like the present. Mütvia read this boy, and Vin is going to.
You motherfucker.
Vin
Wondering how he stayed alive so long.
Vin jumps in and casts Featherfall on himself.
Finn is over
Oh,
holding
Fuck
her like
yes.
I knew you had it. I knew you had Featherfall.
So
And so the rope is just for everyone else as he's bringing it down.
yeah, so you drop in. There's not an immediate bottom. Instead, there's more of just an emptiness, and you sink in, and then your feet feel a little bit like cold and clammy, and that moves up to your knees, thighs, waist, chest, until finally your eyes sink beneath it, and you can see like all at once as if you were just coming up underwater, or rather just going down. That first time that you're able to see like completely underwater, that's what it's like. And you find yourself in a 5 foot by 5 foot shaft. There is a ladder directly in front of you, and you are going down to hit the bottom of a stone floor at the end of a hallway.
You dumb son of a bitch. You could have died.
Unfortunately, you don't hear that.
I'm gonna tug on the rope.
And the rope moves up top.
Do we all
Elias is
Here.
begrudgingly, very angrily climbing down.
Delia holds out her like bag for Belle to put the rest of the stones in.
She puts all of them but the one she took.
Right, the empty one that used to hold Mercy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
There was another one that was empty initially. Oh, so I guess she has two now. She has two empty soul stones. Let me just update my inventory. Okay,
Yeah, and
so
Delia has the rest of them.
can Danix fit through this?
I am not going to fit through that.
You will be able to fit through this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like 5 feet wide. It's also like 10 feet long. Where it's fantasy. We're not.
We never.
We're literally playing
Don't suspend my
undead.
disbelief. How does
We're playing
Danix the centaur?
undead, casting. Yeah, look, it's a fucking talking centaur with some other dude that just casts a spell that makes him float like a feather and sting like a bee. And then you guys just went through like some really like pale darkness. I mean, come on.
We actually
You're fine.
never confirmed, but her character is actually a Shetland pony.
They did say, you know, a horse, not what kind. That would be so cute.
Oh my
Danix is not a pony, but
Take that, audience,
It's
please,
like-
chat.
it's
I
like
need the
Danny
Danix is
DeVito's-
not a pony moment.
Danny DeVito's character in Hercules.
Oh my gosh, that's a goat man.
That's a
That-
stater.
That's Cliff,
Yeah.
is what that is.
No, I know. It's just I'm not a pony.
Oh,
So good.
So,
So everyone followed me down?
I mean,
Yes.
we
You
did
see-
rather fall on us, but is the rope long enough for
Yeah.
us to get down there?
For
Okay.
sure.
Yes.
If that's the case,
Yeah.
then yeah.
You see, we would have contemplated and contemplated and contemplated, and nothing would have gotten done.
Elias
And
is
here we are.
shoves Ben in the chest.
Over the table. TTRPG players are traumatized. We must think of every angle.
In general, yeah, no, that's been my
Also,
experience.
yes.
Very true.
I want to detect magic as we walk through this space.
you do not detect anything unusual. Feel free. I put your characters on the map. Feel free to reorganize within those first 6 squares, however you would see it.
Have something I can.
It closed.
Can I hear anything or smell anything?
Oh yeah. So who is dinging?
Sorry, I just got a fucking
Oh,
Slack
that's you.
chat.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh. Huh?
The hallway itself is about 10 feet wide. It's likewise and tall. It's rather roomy for what this thing is. There's a definite smell of musk, but also a little bit of dried wine, like the kind of smell that you get after wine has been left out just way too long and it just lingers in the air. There's the mustiness itself is thick. There's reminiscent of mold, but you're also picking up on what seems to be like a copper or an iron in the air as well. In the distance, if you have, this is what I was referring to in pre-stream, if you have your volume up on the stream, or excuse me, in Foundry, you will begin hearing noises depending upon where your character is.
I can't hear anything in Foundry.
I don't get any foundry sound either.
Nothing is
Are we
there just
maybe-
yet,
Oh, okay. All right.
but
cool.
eventually, you will eventually.
I think that's why we all got quiet. We were all like,
Yeah.
No, sorry,
listening.
not yet, not yet.
Can I? May I? How dark is it? Like difficult to see type dark?
Yeah. However, what you see on the map is the light that is available. It's bouncing around here and there. There seems to be a couple places which are lit. In fact, hold on. Let me
Can I
let me
summon
confirm this.
undead right now? Is that
Yeah.
possible?
What's that?
Can I summon undead right now? Is that possible?
Dahlia kind of just like yells at everybody to stop moving.
Bell moves.
I like how
slightly.
Or can I?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd very much like.
Is there
to
anything in
do that.
particular that's stopping you from summoning undead?
Lack of knowledge and familiarity with Pathfinder, probably.
no, you can summon undead
general lack of
anywhere.
Confidence in
No,
RPG mechanics. We can-
No,
Gee,
you know what?
I can list
I
more reasons if you'd like.
I
them.
really appreciate that honesty. No, you can summon undead anywhere. The spell is going to work.
Okay, excellent. I'm gonna do that.
But keep in mind, you are always concentrating on sustaining it
right.
for up to a minute. So
Let me get that.
But yeah, so Dahlia yells out, "Wait! Stop moving. We are not alone down here." To our right, I hear something.
You do. There's a shuffling sound. Sounds like bone on stone.
Oh, he looks like one of yours.
He is most certainly not.
And next to you, speaking of, forming out of the ground itself, some of the stone tile is actually disrupted as bones rise up and grab onto nearby bones until finally a whole corpse rises up and
For flavor, I'm going to do that forearm grab, to
it
help
like
out.
lazily comes out and does it.
Mm-hmm. Once it is fully now standing, Elias gives it one pat on the back and nods toward the other undead.
Its jaw like swings down and barely hangs on and starts moving forward.
Good. We're gonna need him. Keep your wits about you and get ready to fight. And she's gonna use her mirror reflection
Okay.
into the room to put it in front of the group.
So right here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that one steps up and is like slashes out at it with a claw, going in twice against it. Looks like it missed. Hold on. It actually missed twice. It got a fumble. Well, it can't be strained because it doesn't have any damn muscles. So it's just like it kind of bangs up against against one of the steel cages in the area, and then like pieces of it just like start going drop off. It's going to be clumsy for this action.
It's realistic. You can't just resurrect winners, right? You gotta have a couple rotten apples in the dice. The rules and mechanisms.
It's a thing. However, not everyone's in initiative. What do the rest of you want to do? This is your story from here on out.
Belle taps Danix on the hindquarters. Delia said to have our wits about us. Where do I find wits?
Oh, so your wits, basically what she's saying, it is a metaphor for keep a lookout for danger.
Oh. I will wit.
Okay.
As they're having this conversation, I'm gonna have my mirror go in and try to get rid of it before it can get to us, essentially.
Yeah, go ahead, move it in.
Yeah, I do believe I have to be in view of it. I have to have line of sight to my mirror at all times because it
Yeah.
is a reflection.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move myself real quick and then my mirror. There you go.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm
So
gonna go ahead
I think that we are all sufficiently engaged at this point. Let's get right into combat. Let's see. So we've got looks like
Did
we
I
have some.
heal?
There's some
back
wounded
up?
people here.
Oh, did what Danix do not fully heal me? Just partial?
Danix, how much did you heal again?
6.
Okay. Yeah, that was added on to Belle's sheet. Currently Aetherius and then Skeleton and then Vin, Delia, on. Why does it say on? Belle. The guard is also going to go Delia, Danix, and Aaron. Oh, but that's right, because there's two things going here. Let
I
me.
also can't get rid of the stupid hero point thing that's underneath my HP.
You want
'Cause
to
I-
get rid of the hero point
Yeah,
thing?
because I don't have them anymore, and it says 2
No,
out of 3.
no. You get one at the beginning of every session.
Oh, then it should.
What are you referring to on your hit point thing?
Or,
she used it.
yeah,
right?
I used my hero point, but
oh.
for some reason I still have hero points listed.
Hold on.
Gotta right click on it.
Yeah, there you go.
All good now, thanks.
Aetherius, you go.
Alliance with the familiarity, now this group has fought more than a couple of fucking undead things at this point, has sent his undead minion in and is now going to snap, and then is gonna, we'll see a, from behind his shoulder, a divine lance apparate, or a
Ooh.
vitality lash rather, apparate, and fire at the skeleton guy.
Okay.
And then, okay, so newbie question. So I figured out how to put the spell that I wanted to cast, and I think I have it targeted on the right person. And then the two options available to me in the VTT are number one is save DC 18 basic fortitude, and the
Which
second
it
one
needs
is
to
roll
do.
damage.
Yeah. So
Got it.
if
Okay.
depending upon the result of its fortitude save, it will then take a certain amount of damage. In the meantime, you can always just roll the damage in advance, and that's absolutely fine. In the meantime, I'll do the check, and where are you? It is a crit fail by 10, so it's going to take double that damage. Describe how what it looks like.
All right, so as Elias leans to the side, we see the divine or the vitality lens just glance past his face. He's gotten comfortable enough to where it almost would shave his cheek if it was a little bit closer. We see it strike. First, it bores a hole, Final Destination style, through the undead, and we see a circle in its abdomen. And there is this
Oh, it's a
moment
little bit more
before-
than just a circle. The whole thing expands and completely explodes it all over the place. Combat done.
Yeah. A bunch of nasty parts fly everywhere. The end.
Yeah, you kill it. It's done.
There's plenty
Well, I
of
think we all
things
panicked there for nothing.
to be wary of, I'm sure.
Wait. There's something else further in the room. I
Can't
think
see
there's more of
anything.
those nuns.
You kind of get a glimpse through the mirror, and in the back corner, it looks like you can see it. However, Delia, what you see through, can you actually see through the mirror's eyes?
I have switched our positions, so I am the mirror.
You
and
are-
the mirror is with the group.
Copy that. So, yeah, not only do you see one of those nun-type figures, but there seems to be an aura around it that's like pulsing out, and it is standing still, just wavering in place as if to concentrate on something in front of it.
This one looks like it's doing something, casting a spell, or it looks more dangerous than the ones up top.
Tell us, what does your cat eye see?
That is what my cat eyes see.
You haven't described to us in character what you see. You said this one.
Oh, I said there's a nun
Yeah.
that looks more dangerous than the ones up top.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I did say.
maybe I was right. We shouldn't have come down here.
Well, if it's doing something, then Danix is gonna start stepping
Yeah,
forward at that point.
I'm also
and-
stepping up to join Delia.
Bella's gonna have a little conversation with Mercy about
I'm
the
sending
big
the
battle that they
undead
had.
forward ahead of me.
Anyways, they look like those. I don't know what the nun is, but it's white clothes and they're dirty and they wear like a cross.
Bill, our friends are leaving. Let's go.
Oh,
Wait,
oh my bad.
quietly.
This looks troubling.
There's more of them. 3.
What you
It looks
see...
like some kind of ritual.
Oh, yeah. What you see here is a bubbling vat of nasty. In the middle of it, you can see undulating body parts. Around them, you can see 3 of those nuns, each of them having some kind of an aura around it. Danix, you get an uneasy feeling in the pit of your stomach.
He kind of pauses as he feels it. Muscles tense a little bit as he.
The undead that you summoned disappears.
Tell me, Delia. Are we going to attack it before they attack us?
The
I
3
think
figures
if
do
we
not
can
seem...
get a surprise round.
They don't seem
we
to know
should
that you're
take
there.
it.
They're not reacting.
Sorry, say
We have
again?
to hit them first. Oh, if we think we can get a surprise on them, we should take it. We don't know how strong they are.
Okay. And from here, before we even go into initiative, I'm going to start preparing Horizon Thundersphere.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Belle
bring up
sees-
another.
Belle sees that you're doing it. She's
can.
gonna do
Let me
it
see.
too, out of excitement.
Come over here and join me, Bale.
Yeah, Belle's gonna have to get into line of sight of the.
I'll actually go right here behind you.
Aetherius, you have you
One
already
spell
cast it.
slot.
Yeah, looks like you already cast it, bud. How many? Because remember, you cast spells up top too, right?
Right.
You
in the
summoned
last
undead up
combat,
top.
I summoned up the undead, then I healed a mercy, and then I just summoned an undead.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
that is
unfortunately, you don't have
correct.
any more first level spells available to you. But your
I'm fucking
cantrips,
exhausted, gang.
but your
Oh.
cantrips, unlimited supply, so you're good there.
Oh yeah, I forgot spell slots were a thing.
That's why I wanted to rest. That's why Belle said she wanted a nap.
Belle's gonna look at. I mean, Belle. Oh my god. Delia's gonna look at Vin. Let me know when, and she is gonna draw her bow and try to let it go when he does, so
Alright.
we can get an attack in before they notice we're there.
We
Okay.
are then rolling for initiative. Here we go again. Yeah, let's get this going. Hold on.
This is my bigger.
Do we get our attacks off before?
That's all part of initiative. It's whether or not. So there's a single action which is going to kick off the initiative. Whether it's I have seen them, that then kicks off, which is why you are using perception or stealth or something like that as part of initiative. Your actual actions are going to now fall in play whether or not they perceived the presence. Any of those who get to go in the first round before the enemy does, that enemy is then going to be caught off guard by you, and that's going to be the bonus for you.
In the Foundry, isn't there a way to pop out windows?
There is. You right click on the icon in the upper right corner. Oh God, all the dice just rolled.
Yeah, I know it lagged up.
Sorry.
It's like,
So I clicked on my character. I can have my sheet out of it.
Yeah, you can always just double click on the character, and then the sheet will float on its own.
Oh, but it'll stay in the same window.
No, well, the character sheet will always be there, but if you then want another window open, you can just open up another one. So as it's getting ready to go, Delia, you had said that you were going to do something first, so I'm going to put you up there. Vin, you also said that you were going to do something first, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to put you up there. Since Delia was the first one to see it, and then Vin reacting to all of that, it's going to be Delia, then Vin, then Belle, then Mercy, then several of them. Let me get rid of this dude here. There we go. And then Danix, Aetherius, and the Mirror. Well, the Mirror gets to go at the same time. How long is the Mirror on for?
Until it is destroyed.
Thank you. All right. Delia, you have first go.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna aim for the nuns first. I'm gonna go ahead and hit
So
it with my bow at one.
Just as an FYI, the things that are in there, it's more like flesh that is just moving and bobbing up and down at this point. Every now and then, like it kind of moves and flips around on its own.
Shit, my first one's a miss.
And that like sticks in the wall, and one of the nuns turns its head. The second one likewise missing.
And I'm gonna use my last one to. I've already done it on the nuns, but I want to go ahead and look at these fleshy things and use my exploit vulnerability to see if I can glean any weak spots or anything on them.
Yeah, give me a recall, knowledge, religion. You can also use your lore, your special kind of lore.
17?
So at first, it really does look like it's just some pieces of flesh. I mean, meaty bits, like haunches and what have you. But then you begin realizing, no, these are lemur. They are fucking devil spawn. They're being summoned. And they're going to come crawling out of this thing at any fucking second.
So Delia's gonna yell out to the group. We have to get rid of the nuns. They are summoning these things. Shoot at them first. And that's gonna end my turn.
Alrighty, go ahead and end it on your thing. Then you're up, and then Belle, you're next.
And upon hearing that, it's going to say, I will shoot at all of them first. And he's going to shoot at the thing right in the middle. The fucking thunder sphere goes into his hand, and he spirit guns it. And... oh, sorry, I'm trying to cast it.
No worries. Go ahead. There you go. Wow. Yeah, I would say that you had and you're pulling the 2-round version of that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you're aiming at the thing in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that'll be, if it hits, it'll be 3d6 on him.
It's a
but the
failure
explosion will be
by
2d6
5.
on all of them.
Failure by 5.
I didn't roll it yet.
Well, it has a save DC.
DC save.
It has a save. So, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. It has a DC 18 basic reflex.
Oh,
For the
Yeah, so the
effects.
thing has to save to try to get out of the way, and it failed to save. So you hit it.
Okay, I see.
It has a range of
Okay.
6 feet and deals half damage, etc. Because you did a AoE, right? Yeah, 10-foot emanation. So that's where the saving throws come in. We're going to say that everything. Yeah, in this case, don't worry about the attack. We're going to say it goes off. They are not moving from their position for whatever reason. Roll damage.
Okay, so that should be 5d6 on the one in the middle.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Okay, 3d6 first. Sorry.
No worries.
Nice.
Is that 3d6 to the one in the middle, or that's the special one?
3d6 to the one in the middle, and then 2d6 for the explosion to all of them.
Got you. Okay.
How do I roll that part?
I do that. So
Okay.
it's going to be 3d6 to the one in the middle.
That's the one I just did. Yeah.
Yep. And then it's going to be 2d6 to the rest.
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be rude. That is 2d6. That's going to be 7 points to each of them. Yeah, describe this effect, please, if you don't mind.
So as he launches it out, it hits that one in the middle, and arcing from the center of that one, it just arcs out and lashes at all of them.
It's as immediately after that happens, there's a screech as they begin turning around and realizing, oh, we're under attack. Vin, I believe you are done.
Yeah, hit the same one. Hit the same one. He's like panically saying to Belle.
Belle, you are up, and then Mercy, you're on deck.
I also had a question. Is Twitch frozen for anyone else, or is it just my internet?
It's not frozen for me.
Okay.
It's just
so it's
you.
just me. Okay, good. That's all I wanted to make sure of.
Yeah, and we have no
Um,
drop frames over here.
Perfect. Okay. My computer's running overtime now. Okay. I assume that the 60-foot one is probably not the smartest. I was over here like measuring 60 feet to see what would happen. But Belle sees what Finn is doing and does the exact same thing. But when she doesn't do finger guns, she points her metal clawed finger into like the center. She
Finger guns is so good.
oh, of course.
And you're doing it for 2 rounds? Okay, so then Mercy, you're up.
Okay, I come up here and then
Oh,
I
she-
can see what?
She
It's
didn't get
her-
to roll
Oh, no,
damage?
she's going to point at them, but it takes 2 rounds for it to build up.
Oh, I thought you prepared at the same time as me. Okay.
I think I didn't explicitly state that I was preparing it, although that basically that she was gonna go do the same thing.
Okay, my bad. All right, I just misunderstood.
It's okay. I'm going to fucking grim tendrils this bitch. I'm gonna do please, which one do I do first? 30. I have 2 options. Oh wait, let me just do cast. There we go. Save DC 18 fortitude and oh, I guess I could place my line as well. That's new. You have to roll a DC 18.
So you roll. So place the line first, so we know where your what's going to be affected, and then those things will then roll fortitude save.
Oh, it's not gonna fucking let me do. Okay, hold on. I guess I'll just do this one then. That.
Is that the 30-foot line?
Yeah, dude. I just clicked it.
Oh, okay.
But I actually now that I see it, I kind of want it down a half a thing so it gets that other nun too.
Is that 10? Wait a second. Did you click a?
Here,
Oh.
I'll do it again.
It's okay.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
30 feet.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right,
Are you
and then-
placing the 30-foot line off of the spell, or are you using the tools on the left
Yeah.
side?
Off the spell.
Copy. Thank you.
Yep. So I'm gonna do it here.
You can position yourself because you know your character knows the spell.
Okay. So hold on. Let me do. I'm so sorry. This is a new thing to do this line. So I'm going to I guess just let's see what happens. 20,
I'm starting
30
to be
foot.
glad that I don't have spells now.
There, that's my line.
Okay, so that is going to get the line itself should only be 5 feet wide. It shouldn't be 10.
I know. I'm okay. I'm gonna do this one more time.
No. I see. You know what? We can. I mean, fuck it, because you can aim it so that you just angle yourself a little bit and just get those 2. So not a problem.
I think
We'll
it's
just do it
actually
that way.
showing the box in the middle is the 5-foot line, and everything around it is what it's hitting.
That makes sense. Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
All right. That makes sense. DC 18. 1. Oh, okay. So the cultist fails and the Lemur succeeds. Roll your damage.
Okay. Damage 2d4. 7.
That is
I
going to
think
be
there's a
half
fancy
damage
thing.
to the cultist, and it's going to be full damage to the Lemur. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Half damage to half damage to the Lemur, and the
cool.
other one turns around, just and for a brief moment there, you see a face of anguish as it's turning, the light coming off of the cauldron, like this sickly redness. As it turns, you kind of get a glimpse that there is actually something within the hood. It's just spectral in nature. It just depends upon how you catch it in the light. It's absolutely fucking horrific. Damage is done. What else are you doing?
I say our friend needs this place cleansed, and I'm going to end my turn.
Alrighty. They are going to go. The Lemur, just like a hand kind of comes out of the cauldron, latches onto the rim, and pulls the rest of its body forward. That is going to be. Is this my boy? This is my boy here. So let me just double check the. Yeah. Okay. When this thing hops out, all you see is a bundle of flesh. It just like lands on the ground, and comes straight forward, lashing out the best that it can towards Mercy. Let me target that. This is going to be a single attack. You see, as it's coming out, this meaty paw gripping at the ground, and then you see bony talons starting to form as it gets closer and closer, until finally it lashes out for a critical hit on Mercy, rolling a 26.
Shit.
Let's get a card on that. This one is going to be, let's view it. This is going to be What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say, hang on, let me see. Am I within Glimpse of Redemption range?
What's your range?
15 feet.
Yeah, you are within 10 feet.
What's that?
Okay. So, Danix is actually, you're going to see his eyes glow with a divine light as he glares at this thing and says, I don't think so. Your foe hesitates under the weight of sin as visions of redemption play in their mind's eye. The foe must choose one of the following options. The ally is unharmed by the triggering damage, or the ally gains resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 2 plus your level. After the damaging effect is applied, the enemy becomes enfeebled 2 until the end of its next turn, and GM,
Hell
that is your
yeah.
choice.
It is blinded by this. First off, I want to point out when this thing came through, Danix, what you ended up stopping. Well, you know what? You and I, let's improv this real quick. As it started coming through and the bony talons were fully heading towards the neck and face area of Mercy, they were about to bite deep. What stopped them?
I think it was as his eyes lit up. It was almost like he projected a divine shield in front of Mercy.
Yeah, it's like it turns its fleshy maw, just like wanting to bite at the air. It slashes at it, but cannot withstand the brilliant holy that you are. And it does
Holy horse.
it does no damage. It chooses to do no damage to Mercy. That would have been triple damage on that crit. And
okay.
instead it becomes, what is it?
Dead.
It's nothing.
Enfeebled?
Or it becomes enfeebled 2, yes.
Enfeebled
And
2.
then-
Okay, and that is the end of its turn. One of them, one of these unholy sisters. Oh, let's see.
I love them. Smash. Smash.
Going to take a manipulate action, draw out its short bow. Let me get this into position real quick. Let's see what we have here. Oh boy. Okay. Where can it see? It's going to take a 10-foot step here. No, it's only going to take a 5-foot step. And it is going to target Delia. Now, the thing that is next to Mercy, is that actually Delia or is that the mirror?
Oh, that is the mirror. I put it in front of us.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I shot from behind where Mercy is.
Okay, copy. All right. That first one, then. This is... Come on, you. Get back over here. Come on, you. There we go. Better. And... Oh, fuck it. All right. Well, it won't let me, so... It's going to roll. That is going to be a critical hit on it. The damage is going to be 12 points.
Oof. Almost. Yeah, it's still up.
It's still up. Okay. It's going to take a second attack. That is going to be... And that one misses. These are arrows, Elias. There's a... They go flying right past your head. That one is now done. Danix, it is your turn, and then the other fleshy thing in the pot gets to go.
Yep. So Danix moves around the mirror and up towards the lemur, is what you called it?
Yeah. Sure.
He doesn't know what it is. Whatever it is, it needs to go. So we're gonna go ahead, and his other 2 actions are gonna be punches at it.
Okay.
So first strike.
Oh, that's a crit hit.
Hell yeah. Let me just press the damage there. So that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you smack this thing with an unholiness. with a holiness that causes it to, and there's a, all you see, it gets broken down into thin little spindly fleshy worms that, and all of them go into the crevices of the floor and disappear.
Danix does not want to think about that right now. He's gonna throw a second punch though.
It's already dead. You killed it.
Oh. It is?
Oh, you killed it. Yeah, it breaks down into these fleshy little things like worms and it just disappears into the ground. It's dead. You killed it.
Damn, you rolled a nat 20 too.
I know. I'm sad I wasted that so well.
Hell yeah.
Then I guess one more move action to go ahead and sort of stand up in front of Mercy. Just
Okay.
To shield them
Okay.
at this immediate moment.
All right. Sounds
But
good.
yeah.
Mercy's behind you, like, what? Dennis go fuck you up.
And Dennis,
You
you're
wouldn't be
done
able
with
to
your.
tell this audience, but like Emma was feeling a little under the weather, but did not come to fuck around with you.
No,
undead.
no,
This
no,
is
not at all.
She doesn't have time for your shit.
Danix, you're done. Yeah.
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay. The next one, it hops out of this, and
No.
to.
Be quieter, fleshy thing.
And this is now coming forward and is going to attempt to attack Danix again with the claws that it manages to summon. It is going to hit Danix for a 26 and rolls, and like you could feel like right into your hindquarters, probably your fourth Achilles tendon.
Fucking hawk to it on that thing.
Ben and Elias just break up in this moment.
We've now moved to equine joke, folks.
Here we are. We're here. We're done. It's on Aetherius, you're up, and then the other cultist goes.
Okay, I need a little bit of guidance in this. What I'd like to do is use one of my points, actions, 1 of 3, to move. Actually, I might be able to do this from here. Actually, I think I can. I want to cast Forbidden Ward, and I want to guard Danix from the fucking weird flesh thing.
Oh,
that
fuck
is attacking
yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it just takes 2 turns to do that, and then you have another action left. And you do need to sustain it. So you're going to designate one ally, which is Danix, and then one enemy. And
Okay,
who's
let's see
that?
if I can do
That's going to be the fleshy thing?
Yes.
Okay, then that's it. You're done. You have one
Okay.
action left.
I didn't expect the second fleshy thing to be so quick, so I did not calculate the second move. I think I am going to, in the interest of being able to replicate this, move to this side. I'm going to move 15 feet here to the right side of Mercy. And you hear behind you, Mercy. I got your back. I'll call you back.
Thank you.
And you're done?
Yes.
Okay. And the next one is going to go. She's none too happy. And
Look at that. Good.
She's none too happy.
No.
I thought that was
I'm holding on to that.
no, actually, I didn't even. I have to admit, I didn't even.
amount of time.
I didn't even realize you did it.
That was really funny.
Coming in, moving right here, Danix. On the beginning of your turn, if you were still within its aura, I'm going to need to make a fortitude save. And since it is targeted, she's like a screaming maniac approaching real quick. That's going to be on the beginning of your turn. So thank you for pre-rolling.
Oh.
And that is going to be one attack coming through. That is going to be a 25. That dagger ends up biting deep, causing 6 points of damage on Danix.
Ow.
Yeah, it just it's like stabs you. That thing is now done. We start off at the top of round 2 with Delia and the mirror, and then, well, Delia and Delia.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to shoot at the damn nun again.
Okay.
And hopefully hit her this time.
Okay.
So,
You got this.
rolling.
That's a miss.
Of course it is. She's gonna do it again.
All
Has
right.
Delia ever made an arrow?
And then we realize why. It's because the bow is like kind of backwards, just with
Right,
shooting
yeah.
walls behind her.
It's like your defective bow. Maybe that one?
No,
Maybe
no,
now you wish
it's
you
a
were
miss.
spellcaster.
It's also a miss by 3.
Damn it. Which is ridiculous because she has a +7 to hit. Like, this is dumb.
This is, you have a,
Hey, can I pay
Oh.
$5 to get a new? Can I buy a sub?
Delia needs a new bow. That is what she needs.
Yeah. What tier is that?
So,
I
unfortunately,
better find a
unfortunately, both
magic
of
bow
those
at
miss.
the end of this dungeon crawl.
Both those miss. What do you want to do?
No. Alright. I'm moving on. End of my turn.
Delia,
You're up.
Thanks.
Vin, you're up, and then Belle, you're on deck.
Okay, I am moving up here. And Vin is gonna do that classic fucking Wu-Tang fire breath, dude.
Lay it down, man. Let's see what you got.
I should place the cone, right?
Yeah. This way you know exactly what you hit, because otherwise, Danix is going to be a little fried.
Well, the turn is a little janky because okay, there we go. There we go. That's kind of how I want to do it. Boom.
Hell yeah.
There you are.
How
Okay.
nice.
Yeah. And he just fucking breathes through it.
Bring up the effect.
Not crazy, but
Hold on. There's saving throws and other things like that. You're breathing fire, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so it gets a basic reflex. And hold on. Did you got your thing with the thing? Yes, you did. Okay, cool. So that is going to be this and that are going to have. Hey, come on, you. These two need a basic reflex save. And I don't know why. They should have come up with the spell. I don't know why they didn't. So we will do this. That's a 22. What's your DC?
shit.
my spell DC
Oh,
is
it's 18. Okay, so they're going to take half damage on that.
Wow.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it looks like the lemur got graced by the flame, and then it just kind of danced about a half an inch over its flesh without causing anything.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Fire does not work.
And you can hear an emotionless coming from within the cowl.
Emotionless laugh.
It was emotionless. It's what happens when a sociopath like laughs. You have that. It's forced,
It's like
unfortunately.
a facsimile of laughter.
Yes.
Phonetic. Got it.
It's a 1980s
Ha,
facsimile.
Ha ha.
Yeah.
To yeah. It's pre-programmed laugh.
I don't know how to get rid of that thing.
I do.
don't know how to get rid of that.
I got you.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yeah, I moved and breathed fire. That's all my actions.
Awesome. Belle,
So-
you're up. Mercy, you're on deck.
Okay, so, the spell starts whirring and crackling and stuff for the spell, but it suddenly dissipates as she remembers she can't cast that spell she already had previously. As in, I've already cast this one. So instead, what she's going to do is seeing that apparently fire didn't work. So she's going to try a different type of fire. And is going to do cast electric arc on
Okay.
the amalgamation.
Ooh, okay. Oh, you're casting it at the fleshy little dude?
Target 1 or 2 creatures. Ooh, I can cast on 2. So both of these guys here
Okay.
would need to take
Those two right there. Okay, cool. Let me undo that. DC 17 basic reflex. Danix apparently succeeds. Sorry, hold on.
and was like, excuse me?
It's like, wait a minute.
Belle, do you want to tell me something?
They both succeeded.
You electrify me?
Aww.
That worries me because I feel like in this country, roasted centaur is probably a delicacy to some Indians. So let's make
Oh
sure
no!
Danik, like,
not
survives. Yeah. Hey, I didn't write the rules. I didn't.
You know what we say is canon, right?
Mm-hmm.
They both succeeded. Roll damage.
Okay. So
You
Okay,
click
I
the
guess.
roll damage button.
well, damage. I think they just take half because they've met.
That is correct. So,
And-
yeah. Let me see here. Oh, they both take the same damage because it was only
Oh,
one source.
whoops.
It's okay.
My bad.
No, it's all right. The Lemure seems to, you see some of the, it's some of the electric fork away from it as it bounces off its flesh. Other bits kind of like leave a little bit of a black streak, indicating that yeah, it actually did succeed to some degree. Let me make sure that the other thing also takes damage here. Okay, yeah, and she also took it. I don't know why it's saying a little more.
For
but...
my last action, Ella's going to cast shield on herself.
Okay, that's awesome.
So there's just this sudden, like, really pale blue covering that's like outlining her whole body.
Okay, that's freaking awesome. All right. And Mercy, you're up, and then one of them goes.
Okie dokie. Has this nun? Has she been making magic spells?
Which one?
Any of them? Are they doing spell casting stuff?
You've not seen that yet?
Okay. They look magical. I don't think that they are gonna use weapons. Okay, I'm going to look at the one closest to me that I'm trying to target. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, no thank you. And I'm gonna cast Forbidden Thought.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm going to say, no more spell casting for you, sister.
And it critically fails.
Fuck. Yeah. So, okay. So, if she attempts to cast a spell on her next turn, it will take 2d6 mental damage.
Ooh, sounds horrible.
Yep. And, that's me. I'm not gonna move from that spot. That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Now one of them is going to go, and it's going to be that one. It looks like. Oh no, it's going to be the one back by the pool. Oh, okay. So, let's see. Let's get in close on this. That one, oh, that's right. This one has the bow and is aiming right at Danix. This is going to be. Come on, you. Excuse me. Come on. There's the sheet. This is. Excuse me. Damn. Let me get this going. Get that in there. One. This should be. There we are. Now, do we have it? 1, 2, and 3. Oh, it looks like it actually critically fumbles. It's trying to aim a bow, and it pulls it back. Unfortunately for her, all of them, 1, 2, 3, absolutely missed Danix. The last one critically missed. And let's get a card on that one. This one is going to be ranged attack, a dazzled, a seeing double. Danix, what is it about your spirit or holiness, if you will, that caused this unholy fiend to begin seeing double and become dazzled until the end of its next turn?
Yeah, I think he is still fighting with that divine shield, though he hasn't had a chance to use the glimpse of redemption again. It's almost like that light is still surrounding him, almost emanating from that symbol of Sithlia on his chainmail. And I think the emanation of that light would sort of reflect a second image.
Yeah, it was on the second miss, it lined up for the third, concentrate a little bit, and then you adjust it, then it's just like shining, like tried letting it go anyway. It is done. We go on over to Danix. Danix, make a fortitude say. Oh, you rolled the 17 before.
Yes.
Okay. That is going to be, you feel the nun next to you, like as she's prepping for another attack with a dagger. You can feel some of your own life force leave you and go into her. You take 2 points of damage, and she heals by 2.
I don't like that.
Danix, you go.
Alrighty, well, he's more worried about the weird fleshy thing in front of him that Vin and his friends haven't really been able to damage, so he's just gonna start lashing out at that one now.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so that first one is a hit for max damage, 8 points.
Oh, fuck yes. And is it holy damage? It is holy damage.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
Another swing.
Oh shit, sorry.
Oof.
Hit my mic.
Unfortunately, you missed by 6 on that one.
Okay. Then I think that's gonna be my turn then, because that penalty on the last one's gonna be too great, I think.
The last bite of that blade like sinks in, then you come back and you miss on that last one, but then the holy effect kicks in. And then you can see a bright light beginning to erupt from within the cut itself, and the whole thing begins to shake and quiver, and then it just like turns into like these little flesh worms that just, all of them, it just evaporate in a puff of like smoke and ash, leaving behind that, again, that cadaverous smell with a little bit of sulfur. You did actually kill it.
Hey, Matt Mercer with those sound effects.
I hate that so much. That is my turn.
You got it. Aetherius, you're up, and then one of them goes.
I've actually already rolled and done all my due. So I have casted Divine Lance, the cantrip, and I've rolled for damage, which was 6 is what I got. And I'm wondering, do these nuns take more damage because it is a divine source of damage that I'm casting?
Really good question.
I guess there's one way to find out. So I rolled, I got an 18 to hit, and then if I did hit, I got a 6 to damage. And then if I make it, I'll describe what happens.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm so happy that you did this in advance. Let me go back and take a look here. So the Divine Lance, come on, you did hit. Yep, you hit by 1, and you did 6 to it. Yeah, it ends up taking like the full amount.
Brilliant.
Which one did you attack? The one by the pool, or the one?
Yeah,
by
the one by the pool.
Perfect. Yeah,
I'm going to say
totally took
that
it.
a big kind of like almost scimitar looking blade of light is going to drop from above the head of this nun thing into its skull. We'll see it kind of collide into it.
Oh,
And it
that's
makes
rude.
a very fucking nasty sound that I don't want to describe because I don't want Steve to accurately replicate it with the accuracy that he's done all the sounds tonight. But it makes a very, very like gross sound as this divine scimitar kind of cuts right into it. Yep.
I do slurping very well. So,
Look bad.
and are you
Oh,
done with
where's
your turn?
Erin for that? Nothing? Oh, she's not here. That makes sense. There we go.
I was waiting, and I realized Aaron wasn't here. Here, I'll clip it real quick.
There we go.
Okay, are you done?
And then I think with y'all did not realize that my divine lance has a 60-foot fucking
Mhm.
range,
Mhm.
not a 30-foot range, which is information that I think I may have used strategically before. I don't want to get too close to this thing, but I am going to move here. If I move here, this where I'm at, this is outside of the kind of entropic circle around it. I wouldn't have to roll like a fortitude save at the beginning of my turn here.
You do not feel its presence where you are.
Fantastic. I am going to move here.
Okay. And that should be, that is going to be the end of your turn. Well, that thing is now going to go. So, let's see. Yeah, again, launching another attack against Danix. Danix, there's this vile, absolute hatred that it has for you. With every single, like a jab from its dagger, there's a extra bit of oomph that is coming to it, and it seems to be just after your whatever you are. It wants you gone from existence, like sending you back to oblivion. You can feel that. Whether or not it affects you, that's gonna be totally up to you. So there is going to be strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3, all of which are misses, including the last one, which is a critical miss. And that is going to be, oh boy, let's see what we got here. So that is melee. Drop the weapon used for the attack. It lands 1d6 times 5 feet away in a random direction. Oh, Jesus.
So do they drop their own hands?
No,
never
it's
mind, it's a
attack with
dagger.
the dagger, yeah. So that's landing 20 feet away in 1d8. Oh boy. So 1d8 is hold on, let me close this little jammy here. So that 1d8 d8 is going to be an 8. So that's 1 2 3, so that is to its northwest. Wow, it bounces off the fucking wall and lands next to it. Vin, we're going to say for dramatic purposes, it lands next to your feet.
Nice.
Yeah, it like ricochets off the wall, bounces off the wall, and then lands at your feet. Its turn is done. Top of round 3. Delia, you're up, and then Vin, you're on deck.
Yeah, all right. I'm pissed. So she's gonna use her mirror to literally run up to it melee and try to stab it with a fucking knife.
Fuck yeah.
So we're gonna
Hell
do that.
yeah.
Do it.
And she's gonna go ahead and roll to strike. Oh
Oh my
god.
god. Do you have a hero
I'm gonna
point?
give up. I do have one.
So
And just
why would
because
you
it
want to
is
do
a-
that? Why would you want to reroll? I didn't hear a number. Let's tell the stream of this gloriousness that happened.
It's a critical fumble, the
Okay.
critical fail
Yeah.
on the hit. If it would have been a normal like miss, I wouldn't have, but I am gonna use a hero point to
Let's
reroll.
do it. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Fucking
the
go.
whatever. We're doing it. Okay, that's a 19.
Hey.
Hey, you hit by 2.
Jesus.
I was like, is this still missing?
I know, right? And that's gonna be 6 on the first one,
Okay.
and then she's gonna just try to stab again.
Oh, critical
Another.
miss.
Oh my god. I hit one of them. You know
We
what?
need to open every fucking chest in this dungeon.
Yeah.
We are getting Delia better equipment. Elon or whatever that fucker's name was cursed it, that's my working theory.
All right, so let's see what you did here. That was a melee attack. It was the wrong end. If you're using a slashing weapon or a pointy weapon or what have you,
Oh
you take
my gosh.
1d6 slashing damage and 1 persistent bleed. Delia, why would you attack yourself like that? Was it out of
She-
pure fury?
I
What?
think she's just really pissed. She's just flailing around at this point. No fucks given. She's just mad. All right.
My heart breaks.
So, unfortunately, you are
six.
going to take
Yeah.
6 points of damage.
I have a question, just writ large.
Mhm.
Do we ever, as a party, can we decipher which Delia is which when the mirror is up?
Wait.
I don't know if
Yes,
we've
you
ever
guys
asked.
would be
We can
able to
tell. Okay, brilliant. So
Yeah.
we can tell that this
There's
is not
like
you
a-
doing this.
Yeah, there's like a
Got it.
weird kind of like shimmer to the edges of her.
On,
So you can
Perfect.
tell when I switch places.
and the mirror's
Got
on
So
the back.
as of right now, it looks like Belle might also be a mirror image because of the slight sheen from Shield.
So, Delia, you're saying the one in the back is the what's your favorite color? Delia.
Wait, who are you asking?
Delia.
Oh,
favorite-
Delia's favorite color might be green.
Okay, cool. So it's going to be green, and we're going to have this, and then we will have this, and this way we always have it, and we know. Okay, there. That's the mirror image.
Oh, it's the other one. Yeah, it is gonna get you are gonna like that's gonna get confusing on your part when I switch places with her though, because I can do that once a turn.
No, that's not going to be confusing for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can if I have the access to like swap them out, I'll do that. But yeah.
You do. You just move both your tokens, but you're good. Okay. Just keep in mind at the beginning of the mirror's turn, it's going to have to make a fortitude save. Delia, are you done?
Yep.
Okay. Wow. Vin, you're up, buddy. And Belle, you're on deck.
Yep.
Bring us home.
Vin is fucking snapping, doing that elemental toss.
Fuck yeah. All right.
You will do that. Yes.
Woo!
Fuck
That's a
yeah.
nat 20,
Nice.
chat,
Let's
in
go,
case you're
buddy.
wondering.
That is a nat 20. Do
Big.
you want to do double damage or do you want the crit card?
Oh, let's do the crit card.
You got it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so your crit card is going to be, that was a, what kind of damage was that?
That's spell.
So magic.
So the-
Olfactory overload. The target loses its sense of smell and any scent ability or other olfactory sense until healed. What did you do, dude? What? What did you eat around that campfire?
I launched fire into her face. That's what I did.
Yeah,
Like burned off all of her olfactory.
The nerves in her face. I don't know. It's fucking.
All right. Well, yeah.
Even though this is repulsive, you see Elias kind of like taken aback by this. There's something sexy about watching men critically succeed.
I'm gonna, because it has no face and that was a crit, I'm gonna say that we get another card because that was fucking lame. Phase. The target becomes incorporeal until the end of your next turn. It cannot attack anything, but nor can you. What was it about your spell that did that to it?
So that is the elemental toss is actually his elemental bloodline magic. So
You toss it out of this fucking reality is what you did.
yeah, there's some link to that to his bloodline that did that in some way. I'm not sure. I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, well,
I
whatever
think
it is.
I would like to call you Doctor Strange.
bad.
Incorporeal. There you go. And that was 6 points of damage to it before you cast it out of this fucking realm. Okay. So that's going to be,
I'm not sure how I did that,
well, it's going to be for double
but I
damage.
did it. All right, cool.
So not, oh,
Honestly,
dude.
that is hot. If I saw somebody like eject something from reality as a result of it, I
Dude.
might put that on my like hinge
Not-
now.
So not only did you cast that shit out of reality, it died on the voyage. It's done. So the body is like you guys ever see Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Okay, when the
Never
Supreme
heard of
One
it, Steve.
goes,
Tell me more.
goes like
That's
that.
literally what I just did.
I know it was. That's what
That.
Yeah,
That,
literally,
okay.
that is what Belle said.
I'm sorry, I was listening to Chris.
It's okay.
I was listening.
What Belle said was, I think I'd like to call you Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay. No,
Yeah.
it was such a good convincing accent, and I don't speak Mütvian, so that was good.
The man who created the language.
Anyway,
Oh my god. That is the nerdiest, hottest thing ever.
I'll be upstairs in a moment. Belle, are you?
Oh no! Oh no! Okay.
So
We need a
I can't-
little bit of time.
yeah.
Aaron, Mercy's gonna hang out for a hot sec. And we'll be back rejuvenated and re-energized.
Oh,
Bye.
that was so cute.
That was so cute. Okay, so Belle, are you done?
Yes. Well, Belle hasn't started, but Belle would like to. I can't do an angled turn, but this is move. Oh, that's my bad. Oh, is it? Can't move.
Why can't you move?
Ruh-roh.
Letting me move my.
Where?
Have you tried
What?
because you were
Oh, there
using
you go.
the
Oh,
measuring
wait a second.
tool?
Hold on. Are you using? Oh, there you go. You got it now.
It's because it depends on which tab I'm clicked on.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah. Belle's gonna come right here. Bella's going to move over right here. And cast Hellenic Projectile.
Oh, okay.
And it's
telekinetic?
going to, you know what? It might be.
Might be. Okay.
Which one's corpore?
Oh,
whatever the word
it got knocked out of existence.
Okay, so it's technically not showing.
It's dead. It died.
Oh, it's dead. Oh, okay.
I like to think
Yeah.
that like Chris erased it from history. Like we all collectively forgot that one was
I
ever
think we
here.
did, yeah.
Well,
Um,
these two
So-
are the only two who have ever been there.
Mm,
that's why I waited to do my casting like beforehand because I wanted. Yeah. I wasn't
yes.
sure.
Yep.
Casted it. And it's going to be.
Is it going to be
You know what?
bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing?
It feels like it's going to be bludgeoning.
Okay, and that's going to be against the rim of the pot or thing or
Yes.
whatever that is. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Hit
Yes.
5 for a total of 22. Roll that damage.
yes. Slay. That'll be only 5 damage.
5 damage being done. It's what did you summon into existence, or what did you pick up and like toss at it?
I am really glad you asked. She's literally gonna have taken the tiles from the ground, almost like air bending
shit!
or earth bending.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so,
Oh,
like-
cool.
Pulls it up with her hands and pushes them forward.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so it like
I'm
cracks
like, that's
against
my
the solid
surrogate
object.
gay baby.
That is
You
their
go
head.
I
now.
don't know where I learned that, but it felt right.
Does 5 points of damage, and are you done?
Yep.
Mercy,
That's all I got.
you're up, and then one of them goes.
Okay, I am in awe of what Belle just did, but I loved it so much that I'm going to telekinetic projectile at it as well. Which one did you do? The closer one?
Yes.
Okay. I literally, like, almost as if there's nothing, like, it's just instinctive, I just copy and do the exact same
Aw.
thing.
Look at
So
all of
adorable.
us
That
learning
is
from
so
each
fucking
other.
adorable.
Oh
Which
my
one did you
gosh.
did? Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, bludgeoning. So I'm gonna do that one, and attack, and 17 to hit, and roll damage, and do 2d6. So I think I just pick up like a rock or something, and I'm like, I do that.
Yeah.
Belle
French.
watches as it like flies past her face. She's like,
that just
In awe.
it clocks. The figure just kind of stands there for a second and like, what happened? And stumbles backwards. The back of its head falls into the pool. The body is lifeless, and all you see is and it just something slurps it right into the pool, and well, gone.
Slurp, you say?
And I am going to tap on Danix's centaur shoulder,
Yep.
and I am going to not the human part, but like because I'm not that tall, but like the side where it's like welded together. I'm gonna say, I think we have to cleanse that thing too. Yes, meaning the pool, and I'm gonna end my turn.
Alrighty. Danix, you're up, and Aetherius, you're on deck. If you guys can end your own turns within the encounter tracker,
Oh my
which
gosh,
you
that's
can
right.
pop
We
out,
can
that'd be
do
awesome.
that.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
My bad.
Open up the encounter tracker and then end it at the bottom.
It's the
It's
feet.
the fist.
The fist. There you go. Thank you.
The
Fisty
feast.
So Danix sees one left before he can cleanse the pool. I think first thing he's gonna want to do is sort of take a closer look at it. He just saw something get pulled into it.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like, and you can let me know if I have to make perception, like religion, something else. Does it seem like if he gets close to this pool, would be pulled into it as well?
There's no evidence to suggest that specifically. The back of her head was dipped into the pool, so it seems to be like if it's on the surface. Maybe if you reach a hand in or something.
Understood. Then he is going to gallop around the pool. If it will let me here.
Yeah, you can also do a control click, 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 let go, hit spacebar.
Okay.
Really interesting.
Um,
I feel such gratification every time I successfully learn something on fucking Foundry. I'm just like, yeah.
So, for example,
Same.
Dan,
Edutainment.
you can, if you let go just for a second, and then you press and hold down control or command and bring it forward, and then click, click, click,
Okay, there it
click,
goes.
like that. See that?
Okay. So
And then if you
30
want-
feet.
Yep.
There we go. So that's going to be.
And then spacebar animates it. Yeah.
That's going to be his first action, is that bit of movement, and then he's going to use his second to close the distance,
Mhm.
and then take a strike.
Oh, fuck it is. Why are you slowed?
I think that's from the last fight, and we never removed it.
Goodbye.
Oh, was it because of your injury?
But we healed that.
No,
because you're a pony,
Oh.
Shetland pony, you got the little legs.
Oh my god.
I do an unarmed melee strike. It hits for a 22. And
Perfect. That's max damage.
Woo-wee!
you killed it. You
Hell
summoned.
yeah!
So let me explain what happened here. First off, congrats. You're done with the fight. However, let's get into the theatrics. As Danix, you come rushing around this thing, you are picking up a sense of fucking, what is that pool? It's not just a pool of liquid. It is so much more than that. And yet you start breaking through whatever barriers or whatever auras it has in order to come up to this cultist. You go bam with your hoof, and it just splits down the middle. The cloth itself drapes down, the body under it completely crushed. You stand there, victorious over it, over the mortals who were summoning whatever it was. Now that you're closer, you can see there in the middle of it all a hand, just unmoving, unlike everything else in the pool. The water right to here. It's, hold on, I think we just froze. We just freeze? Nope.
Yeah, it's fine.
We did.
We did? Okay. The liquid just right here. It's like the back of a hand is there. You can see bone, fresh bone, and you can see muscle that was growing over the bone and the flesh that was starting to cover the muscle. But it seems to be a very, very slow process. Whatever it is that lies within this, they're creating or bringing into being. The question is what? Just give me a, let's see. Give me a perception check.
Perception sounds good.
That's a 7.
Yep.
I have a question.
Going in and out. Thank you, Shadow.
Mhm.
Would I be able to roll an Arcana or Occultism check to see if Elias has either heard about, experienced, or just has general knowledge of anything approximating this ritual that's happening?
This is religion. You can roll
Okay.
religion. Absolutely.
Hell yeah,
You
those
can-
are actually all the same.
Or you can roll anything. When it comes down to recall knowledge, you can roll pretty much anything if you can make a case for it. The DC for it may be different, or the prerequisite for it may be different. In this case, too.
Whoa!
Religion check,
Let's
nat
fucking
20.
go.
You
That
got
was
it.
so satisfying. I need a
26.
cigarette after that. Holy shit.
The pool is a summoning pool. However, it's not just bringing something in from another place. It is literally constructing from another place. And since you got a 20 on it, you got a 26. At second level, I have to give you a little bit more. Danix.
Mhm.
The two of you begin piecing this together. That hand that is there, it is still in the water. It's as if it were connected to something else. It's not. The water like sloshes and moves every now and then as something else bubbling under the surface causes it. You can see the hand itself is incomplete, and it seems to be being made from something. Whatever this hand is most likely going to be attached to a full body at some point. They're taking it from somewhere else.
The question is where?
You get
How do we stop it?
you get a sense it's further in this complex. Elias, you have a little bit more knowledge on this, however. This whole entire cult, this is based off of Fayin. You recognize the upside down or the dagger with the bloody drip down at the bottom of it. That's their symbol that was on their habits. All they care about is death. More to the point of empowering that thing that they worship. That they believe by committing acts of murder and what have you, that they can bring this deity to this mortal realm. A typical cultish type of trope. Let's bring the god to our realm so the god can rule over it. And then you see the hand. This isn't just a trope. They're actually doing it. And this is most likely not the only one.
I'm going to say that as Elias enters this space, that there is a moment of recognition on his face. And he would cast a look over to Danix, seeing the Danix, I imagine, because Danix worships Sithlia, I think is the name of it, right? That's like
Yes.
the goddess of like life, or okay, got it. So getting that confirmation, Elias will turn over his right shoulder to the group and share the accumulated knowledge about
wasn't
what he's
paying
learned and what he's
attention.
identified with the group. And he warns the group that this may not be the only, well, we'll do it in character. If my instinct is correct, which I believe it to be, I think this may be one of several of these summoning pools. I think we would do best to be on our guard, and he is going to come over next to Danix, and Danix is going to take a look at your like just state of being, see how you are after the fight.
He's looking fairly beat up. He's not like on the verge of collapse, but he's got a few cuts and bruises and whatnot. A couple stab wounds.
Elias, like, grateful that you're not on death doors. Okay, well, you look a little worse for wear, but I'm sure it's nothing you can't shake off, Your Majesty. You know, your royal highness. I think you'll be more than fine. And in an effort to infuse like some humor or some levity into this, he's going to do like an affectatious bow to Danix.
Danix kind of, as he typically does when people put on the airs of royalty for him, he kind of rolls his eyes a little bit and says, well, if there's multiple of them and we need to take care of them, but we may need to take a rest first. How is everyone else? Is everyone else okay?
Yeah, so while they were having this conversation, Delia was like walking around as they were inspecting the pool to see like what else she could find. I know there's a couple of like books and stuff around, but I don't know if any of it like is actual things that she would be able to like grab.
Yeah, Vin also saw the big book out of the corner of his eye, and he went to go inspect that.
So, yeah, let's get over there. You take a look at that book on that altar, or not on that table area.
What was it? Sorry, real quick before we move it to what was it? Elias just said it was something along the same veins of like having your wits about you. It was like keep an eye out. Like,
Yes.
what was it that you said? Was it keep?
I have no short-term memory, but I remember that general sentiment of stay frosty, which I know he didn't say.
Okay. We'll pretend it's like keep your eye out. Bella's gonna come up and like sneak behind you, not really, but like feeling nervous. How does one keep their eyes out? Aren't they supposed to stay in?
They are. Do you remember what happened to Vin the evening that all of us met? Right. A brilliant working example of wanting to keep one's eyes in. It's more a turn of phrase. It means be observant, be careful. And Belle, please. Oh, you know what? I just remember that's a different character. I was going to be like, don't pull books off of a shelf. That is like a different character.
That's Lorlock Manor.
And you're just going to say, please be, just be careful. We don't want any avoidable injuries. And he is actually going to look over your shoulder and is going to gesture to Mercy. You checked in on that sense.
Before we go into that,
just ended. Oh,
Chris was talking, and
yes.
Ben was reading a book. I don't want to miss out on that.
Yes, please do.
And it came to pass that those who seek the spirit of Phaon must first purify themselves in the blood of the innocent, for her gaze is drawn to the scent of betrayal and death. Gather ye the bones of a murdered king, the ashes of a defiled temple, and the tears of a grieving widow, for these are the offerings that please her. In the hour when the moon is swallowed by the night, draw forth the sigil of Phaon upon the ground, using the ink of a serpent's venom mixed with the marrow of a blackened heart. That's chapter 1. I have 6 chapters. Would you like to hear the
Can we
rest?
get these in chat? Like in the just can.
Vin is going to take the book.
Save it for bedtime story.
He's a reader. You know?
I was just gonna say Alliance is gonna be like some light summer reading. I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything
Or
of interest?
or important. Do you want to send me what's in the book?
Yes,
or-
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And as everyone's going around, Vin is just kind of looking through this book.
Yeah. Is there anything around the area that we find while we're looking around?
Jelia, you're also looking around. The inside of this, there are several crates. You're not finding much of anything. It seems to have been an old storage place. Remember the smell of wine that you had when you first came in here? You see that this used to be exactly that. It was a storage place for the Abbey. Many of the bottles have been cracked, and you can see the remnants and detritus all around the place. And still that smell of old wine lingers in the air. However, not too much of anything of value. It appears to be anything of value was brought by them, those who you just killed, whose bodies have not yet been checked. I'm assuming you guys are going to check and not to deprive you
I
of...
want to take mercy on the date, and we go and pickpocket the bodies.
Well, Delia is also doing that. Delia kind of called first dibs on that.
Okay, you
coming
will go
around.
first. We'll go to the other side.
Hold on. Okay.
I'd interject. Sorry.
No, you're totally good. So the first one, let me get them here. There we are. Oh. You go here, you do that, and I do this. So, how would you like to do this? You go around, you check the two bodies plus the remnants of clothing that was left over by the thing that got yeeted into the void, right? So the first thing that you notice is there are ooh. Okay, there is a. Who's gonna write this down?
Fucking not me.
I've got a pen and writing utensils.
All right. Tinder twig. There's one tinder twig. There is a lesser comprehension elixir. There are doubling rings. I apologize for speaking with my mouth full. Doubling rings, Doubling. There's also
Rings, plural?
Yep. Doubling rings. You can see that there are two rings that are linked. Intricate, gleaming golden rings with like a square-cut ruby on it and a thick, plain iron band. You have to figure out exactly what that does. There are also 10 sleep arrows. That's what that other one was shooting, as well as a short bow.
I was like, don't waste the arrow.
Hell yeah.
The short bow has a really good grip on it.
Does it give an advantage?
Are you
once
trying
per
to tell me
combat
something,
round?
Steve?
No. It prevents it. Like the grip is not a tube like yours. It's an actual grip. It doesn't like it's not flimsy. It's a good short bow. Yuri's face is deadpan and is most likely taking me serious. Okay. Yuri, it's
You
a good.
better give her a fucking bow now.
Yeah, I'm like,
Actually,
It's a good short bow. It's a really good short bow.
Hmm.
It's a
All right.
very good short bow. Would you like that short bow? So,
How's it feel to want, Yudi?
oh my gosh.
there is also a vial that has a like a rimy frost on the outside of it. Once identified, it would identify as a moderate frost vial. Please keep in mind, these things do, if they are magical, they do need to be identified before you have access to them. There is also a onyx panther, a small little figurine of a panther. It seems to be made like of obsidian or some other kind of black substance. There is a cat's eye elixir. lastly, there is. Come on. 22 gold amongst them. Oh, sorry. That was 22 gold on one of them, 2 on another, and 2 on the third.
So 26 altogether.
Yeah.
All right, it's all written down.
Anyone find anything interesting? As he's like flipping through the book.
I was gonna say you have the most interesting thing in this room. Did you find anything interesting?
Elias was gonna start reading over your shoulder.
It's a very nice book. I thought that I was gonna actually read the text while y'all were doing that shit. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
Were there any bodies left unchecked?
No, all of them were rolled.
We're gonna go look anyways, just because Belle wants to take Percy aside and really check.
Wait,
So they're gonna
so it
pretend to go through
seems
pockets.
there seems to be one more of those undead things. A little further beyond the
Where?
pool.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Oh yeah, one of those. Let's go kill it.
Oh.
Do you want to go kill it together?
I'm going to get rid of your mirror for the time being.
Yes, let's go kill it. Would you like to come with us? As I pass by, pass through your square.
Belle didn't
so
invite
rudely.
anyone but Mercy.
I know, but I'm inviting. Do you want to come with us?
Belle looks slightly defeated.
Wow, you just glided right over that pool, didn't you?
But I am in a hurry.
I'm glad like Elias and Vin can't see that because that's not sanitary, Belle. Please don't.
Straight up walks.
No, that was Delia's thing went right over
Oh,
the
no.
pool.
Oh, well, I would just assume Delia is doing some kind of like Drosky
wait.
blood magic. I'm not
Wait,
privy to then.
don't go into the next room. The
Why?
floor looks sludgy, right? That's what that is. There
Mhm.
seems to be something else in the sludge.
What do you mean?
That looks sad.
There's a larger creature. Looks to be
What?
made of
Yes, it does.
And Belle,
Oh,
you can see
I
it.
just-
Yeah. Don't go.
Oh, is this like the
Don't
thing
go
that
into the room.
we fought before? The thing that was in the
Mhm.
swamp?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Belle doesn't know that.
Look at me
What is
remembering
that?
things. Come through long-term
You ha-
memory.
I-
Yes.
You got to.
Yeah. Look quietly. Don't let it
What is
notice
it?
us.
I don't know.
what is it? I need to take a closer look. Just 5 more feet.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
The creature at the other end of the broken walkway. Let me zoom in on this. Come on here. There we are. The creature at the other end of the walkway seems
Oh
to
my
be
gosh.
just standing there, just like not even noticing anything that's happening. It's just staring down at the sludge as if it's mesmerized by it. But what they're looking at is this incredibly large thing, which is just moving around
Okay.
occasionally. And you remember this exactly from the swamp fight. Elias, you are correct. This thing moves extremely fast. It's just not moving right now.
Such a gross sound.
Did the connection come back between Belle and Mercy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
For roleplay purposes, yeah, it's not an actual feat or anything, but yeah, it is there.
Okay.
What do we do? Do we leave? Is this place cleansed?
She
I mean,
Delia turns back to everyone else. How do you all feel? Do you remember the sludge thing from... We fought one before. Do you think we can take it now?
I think we need to rest.
I am sleepy.
I can deal with it when I've had a moment to tend to. Danix kind of looks at himself. You see, he's got a couple stab wounds. He's taken a couple big hits, and so he's not looking entirely up to par. He's like, if we're going to be on the front line with that thing, it was a pretty close call last time. I will definitely need to rest before we do that.
Without looking up from his book, Vin is just going to be like, I could go for some tea right now.
Agreed. I'm going to say that, Steve, you read the ingredients. Essentially, there are a number of different components that were necessary that were listed off in the first chapter of this book. One of which I think was the ashes of kings. And I think we would see Elias over Vin's shoulder read that and have a reaction to it. And Vin, over your shoulder, I don't know if you had realized, being enraptured in the book, that Elias had been craned over the shoulder, reading you. He's going to reach over and tap that passage twice and then look at you very concerned.
I know.
Well, I personally would prefer not to be an ingredient in a recipe, so I feel like that's double reason to maybe exercise some caution.
Well, it says kings, not princes.
We've already exercised enough.
Girls. Girls, come back into this room.
I am in this room.
Fine.
Oh, you went way far. Okay, I'm coming back.
We are not taking a rest anywhere near the creatures.
There you go. I'm not
Probably
walking in the
for the best.
We're all
sludge.
coming.
Blood. Is the blood in there?
Maybe
Is
we
it
can
acidic?
take
Is
some
the blood in there? What?
safe haven.
Acidic.
How would you
if
know?
I drop. As soon as I said it out loud.
Yeah.
Belle walks back over
Yeah.
and picks up some of the material from the nun and drops it in to see what happens.
No, it is not acidic.
What does it do to the material?
It doesn't seem to do anything. The hand that's kind of sitting still as the water moves around it also likewise doesn't change status. Danix was at the pool for quite some time. Is there anything in particular that Danix had wanted to do?
Yes, so Danix was actually sort of looking at it to see if there was any way that until,
roll for initiative. Stop, everyone. Stop moving.
Excuse you?
Mm-hmm.
what happened?
We are going to roll for initiative.
Man.
Why is it?
Why are you guys
Why? Just making. We're going to bed. I was just making sure everybody was gonna be safe. All I did was walk down the thing.
So
I can see you from here.
yeah, and now it's able to see
Yeah,
you.
the baddies can see you as
Damn it!
God damn it.
The pool is right
that's
there.
The pool is right there.
Mercy, no!
I needed a rest, y'all. I'm so.
However,
Trying to clear the space.
there is a, and it starts making its way towards you, forming out of there's a giant area, like a bubble that is completely black. It is just not moving at all, except for every now and then a slight, like a tendril. The sound that's coming out of it almost sounds like something is like a record player playing backwards, and then it charges you, coming straight at you. It is going to attack, and all you see is a living shadow just making its way right to you. Let's see.
It's that bubbling from the feminine. It's just randomly. I'm like, what?
That is going to strike out with a inky black tendril for. Hold on. Why? Oh, it crit fumbles. Wait,
Hell yeah.
Fuck
it
yeah.
missed. Hold on. It missed by 0. What's your AC?
16.
It does not crit fumble.
Me-
It
No.
misses by
ma-
0.
It made it.
It hit by a 16. Oh, because it rolled a 1.
No.
And it still hit you.
Oh.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
So
What?
It's not a Mütvia game unless
God damn it,
Mercy
Mercy.
dies.
This whole campaign is just this cycle of us
Mercy
resurrecting
died.
Mercy.
So the very first one, it lashes out, but as it does, it sticks a tendril out into the light, which is coming from that area. It sears itself just a little bit. That is its first attack. The second attack coming through is going to hit you by 3. Damage is the tendril magical and stab you right in the chest. And it wiggles your insides just a little bit
Ew.
before it like forms little razors on the edges and pulls back out for a total of 8 points of damage.
Okay, that's better than fucking 52,
Yummy.
which happened recently. So that's
It was
manageable.
56.
Or 56, apologies.
Easy, I don't remember.
So, Aetherius is... I don't know why Aetherius is part of this action. Aetherius was not
Why
even
is it-
aware that you were there.
Mercy's just my fucking homie, and I'm like, I feel a disturbance in the draconic force right now.
Mercy, you're up.
Okay, I think I get like really fucking
Scream
scared.
for help or
Please
something.
scream.
This
Yeah,
thing that is there, it's looking at you, and every now and then, well, it's kind of difficult to tell that it's looking at you because all it is this living shadow. At some points, when it turns sideways, it completely disappears, and then, like a sheet, unveils an absolute horror on the other side.
Sure. So I need the game to be unpaused so I can move.
Yep. There you go.
Cool. And I'm gonna come
Hell
up
yeah.
here and run up and say like, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. And like a fart, I am going to phase bolt. I'm going to phase bolt behind me.
Which is like a
Yeah, because I got so fucking scared. So let's see what this looks like. I hit it with a fucking 26, and I'll roll my damage on that motherfucker.
Hell yeah,
6
you
points.
fart on that shadow.
I fart right on that shadow, and
Sure. It takes 1
the
damage.
fuck out of it. It's a 6.
I know. It takes 1.
What?
You see it when you aim at this thing. There's something about that phase bolt you just cast. It just went. It opened up a little bit of itself, just a hole, and it came through. However, with this new threat on the horizon, this is exactly where we pick it up next week. Do
Sorry.
not, my friends, do not
damn.
update your characters, because with spells or without, you are now in combat.
Oh,
So
boy. Wait,
Sorry.
Delia has a new bow. I feel like that's going to literally save all of us. I feel like that is going to be the defining factor that saves the day. I